Hi everyone, it's Diane. Welcome back to my channel, Scrap Edit Creations. Today I'm going to share with you another layout I created using the Cut Above layout kit, Happiest Place, as well as one I created myself using the Happiest Place paper stickers kit. Okay, so I've been showing you guys the Cut Above layout kit instructions. Today's layout is Enjoy the Ride. I'll set that aside real quick. Here's some of the papers that are with the standard paper pack, just so we don't forget what's in here. Okay, I've used a few of them. There's some of them I haven't used yet. We'll see what happens as I progress through these layouts. Probably going to take a break for a little bit on Disney and go back to some of the other ones I was working on prior. I've got some ideas in my head for them, and I'm not getting as many ideas running through my head for the Disney. So this is the Enjoy the Ride. I actually found ride pictures. I did not journal yet. I am not exactly sure how I'm going to word it. Basically, we came out of the Star Wars area and we saw this ride. There wasn't a very long line, and so we jumped in the line. And while we were in the line, my daughter was texting, where were we? We said we were in a line. We kind of weren't in a position to get out of line, and we really didn't want to. But it really wasn't going to be convenient for us to get out of line. So they were waiting at the front of the park for us. And if I remember correctly, this was our last day. This is the day that originally we were going to go in the morning to Magic Kingdom, but our ride for Pirates of the Caribbean had gotten, it was down. And so that's the day we'd gotten the Fast Pass. And so the picture I had yesterday that I shared of Chip, that was when we'd gone to Hollywood Studios instead, because at this time you could go to whichever park you wanted to. It didn't matter. And we had the park hopper passes. So they were waiting for us at the front of the park to go back to Magic Kingdom so they all could go on that ride that was, what's that ride? That's roller coaster?
Thunder Mountain?
Thunder Mountain. I am never going to remember that, probably because I have a mental block because I'm never going on it. Okay, so this is the alien swirling saucer ride, and there's Miranda and Jason back behind him. I had to have this picture here because he is so cute. And right here, they are on the ride because Miranda likes to go on the rides with Jason. She's used to roller coasters and such with him. So there they are. Well, that's Jason's head, and there's Jason. You can't really see Miranda in that picture. But so I was basically on a ride by myself, taking pictures of them. That was pretty much how it went down. So I matted this onto the 8.5 by 11 1/4 black paper, cut the pattern paper down on this side and on, you know what, it was on this side. I cut them 1/4 and 1/4 on this side, and then a, a quarter, no, an eighth and an eighth and 1/4 of an inch on this side. That's right. I couldn't cut here because of the banner, and I really like this banner, which was my favorite part of this page. I also do like the tickets, and the tickets kind of remind me of the alien saucer ride. I did have to pull this up a little bit, and I put new pop tape, so it's a little crumpled. But yeah, I'll put something in this box right here about the fact that they were waiting for us and we were on a ride because basically we suck. But we had fun, so I'm not going to complain. They were the ones complaining. So, but it was a lot of fun. The photo mats on this page are basically just cut to fit. If you look here, I did not put any flip flaps today. So these were pre-cut mats. I want to say this was like a 3x4. This was a 4x4, and this was probably a 4x6. And I went over things, just kind of went around them. These Enjoy the Ride, that is a sticker sheet. These are die cuts. These are die cuts as well. The interesting part about these, though, if you look down here, the same thing is underneath. So it basically told you where to go on those, and they're all popped. And then it had the string with the kit. There's a little tab here for a date. There's arrow, fun, and then the prize tickets. Really cute, cute, cute paper. It was a little harder to deal with, of course, because I really don't have the right kinds of pictures, but I think that these alien swirling saucer pictures do well on this. And you don't necessarily, I mean, yes, it is a roller coaster back here, but I think with how I've covered things up, it's not quite as noticeable that it's a roller coaster. So it looks more like it's just a stripe. But yeah, if you really concentrate on it, it's a roller coaster. Okay, so the second one is the one that I did today, and I honestly struggled a bit. I don't have near the amount of embellishments for Disney that I always think I have when I start. So I'm kind of limited, and it was very frustrating tonight trying to pull out stuff. And I knew I had something else, and I finally found them. They didn't have a lot of stuff for me. It's for my what are these? These are the Happy Planner ones. And so I was able to pull out that little head, this little sticker right here, this little head, and those two out of this one right here. And oh, and a couple out of this because they both have a clear space. Those are really handy, but again, I was looking all over for something that would work and I wasn't finding the right pieces. So the background is 8.5 by 11 and a fourth black. The polka dot pattern, I have two at 3 by 8 and one at 3 by 10. The stripe pattern, this is 3 by 8. Actually, this is 4 by 8, and this one is 4 by something. There it is, 4 by 11. Okay, then I cut 1/4 inch by 12 inch black strips. And I put one here, and I just kind of cut them to fit. And I put it here and cut to fit. I wanted that kind of the designated lines on here. When I was first playing with it, I didn't put those on and it didn't look right. So I added those lines. The pictures are just cut to what I could cut, and then I matted them on black. And how I do it is I just adhere let's see here. I don't have a picture handy, but I have some white paper and some black paper. I just put adhesive on this paper, and I would put this here where I wanted it, and then I'll cut and cut. I've learned the place on my trimmer that I can do that, and it works for me. I know some people out there say, don't ever do that. It works for me 90% of the time. There's every once in a while I'm not paying attention enough and I don't cut it right. But I did put this sticker. This is a Jolie's Boutique sticker I've had for years. I put that on the white and then trimmed the white, and then I put it on black and trimmed the black, and it worked fine. I had this memories sticker on the red polka dot paper, and I didn't care for it. They just kind of got lost. So I added this black flagged piece. But now, because I've had these on something else, they're not wanting to stay down as well. So I'm going to probably have to put some glue on those. This piece right here is 1 3/4 by about 7 1/4. It was a longer piece, and I just cut it where I thought I would like it. This piece right here is from the Sparkle and Shine kit. It's a die cut. It's a Cricut cut. And these are Cricut cuts from the Sparkle and Shine kit, and then these are stickers right here. I did add some enamel dots. I added them here. Oh, that looks like it's not covering as well as I would like. So I added them here on this because I like how that looks. So I added them here to kind of complement so that there was on both pages. But this was the day we were leaving. So we had checked out of our room and we went down, and they had this Mickey with green all over him, Ivy or something. I think it's Ivy. And then on the other side, across the pathway from that, were the rocks and stuff. We stayed at the Wilderness Lodge, as you can see right up here. And then we jumped on a boat and we went from hotel to hotel. And I believe this one right here is oh shoot, the Hawaiian one. I cannot think of what's the Hawaiian? Polynesian. This is the Polynesian's deck. This is on the boat, and I think we were headed someplace. I don't know. We left the Wilderness Lodge, if I haven't said this already, and then we went to the Contemporary, got on the tram at the Contemporary, and went to the Polynesian. At the Polynesian, got back on the boat, went to, I think we went to Magic Kingdom at that point, got on a bus and went to Hollywood Studios at one of these, and then jumped on, jumped on the monorail. No, not, it was the monorail from the Polynesian. It was, or to the, from Contemporary to the Polynesian. From at Hollywood Studios, it was the Skyliner, got off at the Caribbean, walked up and around there, which we saw some turtles, which that was really cool, and we could not get pictures of them. I did try. Um, Jumped on a bus from there, went back to Hollywood Studios, jumped on the boat at Hollywood Studios, and then took that, got off by the Swan and Dolphin, and walked around the pier, walked around to the pier, and then walked around the pier, had lunch over there, and then went to whatever hotel that is over there. It has a carousel. I can't think of the name of that one. And that's where we then Ubered back to the hotel, picked up our luggage, and got on the Magical Express. So it was just this day of hotel hopping and seeing what else was out there. Oh, we were at the Grand Floridian at one point too. I mean, we went to all of the hotels around us, and then a couple that weren't as close. And the Polynesian out of all of those was probably my favorite. It smelled amazing. It smelled like you were in Hawaii. And so I would love to stay at that one because of the fact that it smells so good. But they do not have king beds, so until they do, we can't stay there. And the Wilderness Lodge has been very good to us. I will say the last time we went, I ended up booking one more additional night separate from our trip to stay over and then fly out the next day. And the room we got was on the top floor, and I wasn't loving that as much as I love the condo we get in the DVC area. It's a one bedroom suite with a kitchen, and it has, the washer and dryer, and just it has everything we need. So, and actually, where did those pictures go? I have not scrapbooked those yet. Let's see here. Got some. So this was the view from our balcony, the trip we were on here. I haven't, of course, scrapbooked those. This was the view from our balcony that you could see the pool. This was inside the lodge when we were heading out to go on our day. And here is Miranda in her area. Nope, this is Miranda in the one bedroom part because that was a chair in our room and we were packing up and stuff. That does not have her room. So in her area, it's not a bedroom, it's the living room, and it had a pull-out bed, had a TV, and had a nice little kitchen area with a little bar and a small table to sit at. So that was her zone, and our zone was our bedroom. Yeah, that's going to really bug me that those won't stay down now. So those will have to be glued down. So like I said, I'm probably going to move on from Disney for a smidge. Not that I'm hating Disney. I'm just needing a little change for a smidge. So I'm going to probably look into either These Are My People. I do have a stamp set on order for that one off of eBay because I didn't get the workshop stamp set, and the instruction kit I bought from, I think it's Jennifer Smith, if I remember correctly, calls for that on one of the pages, and I thought it was kind of cool. So I wanted to try that one out. So I will probably start with something that doesn't involve that part of the layouts and then move on to it. But I don't know, I'm kind of feeling These Are My People. I don't have a lot left to do on it, and getting that finished up sounds like it would be really nice. And so that's where I'm going to kind of jump into for a smidge. And then we will probably jump back into a little bit of Disney. Oh, I do know what I wanted to show you. Where did I set you? Oh, there you are. So when I first started doing my Disney album, because we actually went to Universal Studios before we went to Disney when we were on our trip. And I started making my book in this 6x8 size. And it's great, but it's not where I want to keep it at. And so, like, here's Miranda on the plane. James and Nora, they were decorating their cups. And then we've got, I have no idea what they're doing here, something. And then we jumped into my Harry Potter stuff. So I'm also going to be at some point reworking this into the 8.5 by 11 and a fourth. So that is also on my mental to-do list. So I'll share that at some point. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come play today. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you would love to see more of my videos. Leave a comment. I always appreciate those, and I try to get back as soon as possible on those. And have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.